Hi, welcome back. Welcome to Reviews by Dave. Now I'm going to talk about headphones today because I'm trying to find the best headphones to help you sleep at night. Now I'm primarily focusing on snore noises and snoring, but you might be looking at things like traffic noise, road noise, children or neighbours, whatever it is that's keeping you up at night. I'm looking at ways to allow you to sleep better at night. There's all different types of headphones you can get for this, and earplugs and all sorts. So I've spent hours and hours researching, reviewing and trying different ways to kind of help me sleep better at night when there's snoring in the vicinity, because snoring can be quite distractive. Now I'm a light sleeper, I will say, so you may not be as light a sleeper as I am, or you may be worse, so bear that in mind when I'm talking about these options. Now before we get into the different headphones and I start recommending them and explaining the differences, I want to talk about the different types of ways headphones work to prevent distractions when you're listening to music or when you're trying to sleep. You've got your normal passive noise cancelling, and a good example for that would be the Soundcore Life P2. Now these headphones, really nice little headphones. They're great for holidays or going on the plane, very nice and small, and they use passive noise cancelling because they go in your ear so tightly that they block the ear canal to the point where you really can't hear very much else around you. And because they also play music as well, you've got two methods of noise cancelling. You've got passive noise cancelling, and you've also got the music playing, which is noise shielding. So if you're playing, for example, music that is, I don't know, you might want to play the sound of waves or the sound of rain, that will shield any outside noise and it won't be too distracting. It will still help you sleep. So that's one example there. Very good headphones, and great if you're going on holiday when you're sitting on a plane. They're not expensive. If you've got I can definitely say if you're on a plane with screaming children or babies crying, these will really help reduce that sound. You won't hear it once you put your music on as well. Now they're Bluetooth, as all of these are, so you can use your mobile phone or you might just want to use your MP3 player. But yeah, these are fantastic for what I would call passive noise cancelling. If you're sleeping at night against a noisy snorer though, these aren't going to work because passive noise cancelling and noise masking is not always enough. So we're going to move on to another method of noise cancelling, and that's with these headphones. Now these are a lovely set of Bose QuietComfort 45. Now I will say these are expensive. They're about £300 and they've got three means of shielding noise when you sleep. So the first one is passive noise cancelling, because when you put these on, they completely shield your ears and they create a suction, a vacuum, so you're getting really good passive noise cancelling. You've also got noise masking because you can use them for playing music, and you can use them to play sleep sounds and such, which would really help you sleep at night, nice relaxing tones and things. And they've also got ANC, which is active noise cancelling. So what is active noise cancelling? It's the third method we're going to use to help us with sleeping at night. Well, active noise cancelling is literally, it's a piece of circuitry inside the headphones. And you may see on some of these headphones, when we look at them, there's little microphones on the back of them. On these ones as well, you can see there a couple of microphones on each of the headphones. Now what these microphones do, they actually listen to music around you and they take the music in, or the sound waves in, and they use the circuitry in the headphones to work out what the sound wave is from the sound that you're hearing or that's kind of interrupting your listening. So if a car drives past, it will make a certain sound. If someone snores, it will make a certain sound wave. Traffic noises. What the circuitry then does is it makes an equal and opposite sound to counteract the sound that's coming into your ears. It does it in a very subtle way inside the headphones. It matches the sound with an equal and opposite sound, which literally cancels the sound out. So when you switch on these headphones, when you switch on the noise cancelling, you will actually hear the sound just vanish away as you're using them. It's quite amazing. So active noise cancelling is on the more expensive, on the more premium headphones, because it's a more expensive technology. It requires sampling, it requires a computer a circuitry that can match up the sound, generate the sound, and then obviously play it in your ear to cancel out the sound. So it's a more expensive method of noise cancelling, and it uses a bit more battery power as well. So when you're going to start going down the ANC route, you're going to need headphones with better storage capacity for batteries, and all these things add cost, don't they, to the end product. So my first recommendation was Soundcore, which were the Life P2. Great headphones, very comfortable, great for flying. For sleeping in bed at night, not so great, because you can't really lay on your side because they protrude too much, and they haven't got ANC, so they're not going to really stop you hearing your partner snoring. However, as a cheap option, they're far better than just earplugs, because you can mask sound with music as well, so you're getting two methods of noise cancelling. And you can pick these up for maybe £25–30. They're not expensive, so they're a good one to consider to start with. If you want to take it up a notch though, we've got some other options for you as well. So I'll go to the Bose now, because I've mentioned the Bose. Now these are called Bose QuietComfort 45, and they are really, really comfortable. You know, they are really lovely headphones. They're very premium, very quality, not too heavy. You know, the sound quality is sublime. I mean, they're Bose at the end of the day, and Bose were involved in the original technology of noise cancelling, so they've come a long way. The sound quality is amazing, and you've got some buttons on here for answering calls, changing the volume. This button here turns on and off the noise cancelling or the active listening. So if you're in a room with a load of people, you press it, noise cancelling, but then someone wants to talk to you, if you press it again, these little microphones will pull the sound in and allow you to hear someone maybe at the other side of the room. This button will deactivate the noise cancelling, and it will suck sound in and play it into your ears. And then when you've had enough of all the sound around you, you press it again and you get silence. I mean, these are amazing for that. They're great headphones. Now, sleeping with them in bed at night, I think, is another issue though, because although they're comfortable now while I'm sat here talking to you, if I'm laying in bed at night, your head is on the pillow, the pillow touches the headphones. If you move around, you get this kind of interruption in the noise. The way noise cancelling works, it will pick up little movements if you're touching things or if you're tapping them and banging them. So, I mean, I do use them at night sometimes if I need to, but they're just not as comfortable as some of the smaller earphones. Even if you don't even want to turn your head, the fact that they're there and they're on the pillow, it just creates a distraction. So for me, I would say noise cancelling wise, you've got three methods of noise cancelling. You've got active, passive and noise shielding. I would say 10 out of 10, you know, they're fantastic to stop you hearing things. But comfort wise, I'd probably give these, if it's in a sleeping environment, probably give these 6 out of 10. Now, if you're walking around the beach or if you're walking around town, 10 out of 10. Very comfortable, very nice headphones. My favourite headphones. But for sleeping at night, as soon as you fall into deep sleep, if you start fidgeting or if you try and turn your head, they're just not going to work. So we'll move on to some other options. Now these are probably the winners actually. Of all the ones I tried, these are probably the ones I think that did the best. Now these are the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. NC means noise cancelling. They're about 80 quid, might get them a bit cheaper, but they do give you quite a lot of options when it comes to noise cancelling, because you get a very snug fit in your ear, really snug, and you put them in and you just twist them so they lock in, and that gives you the passive noise cancelling because they're secured into your ear canal and nothing's going to kind of get in there with them. But then you can obviously play music through them, so you can have noise masking. So if your partner's snoring, you can put, I don't know, you might want to put the sound of rain on, or you might want to put the sound of a river on, or birds singing, or just some music that you like. And then you've got a third method, which is the active noise cancelling that we mentioned. So somewhere on here is a little microphone, and it'll pick up the sound that it hears, and it will do an equal and opposite sound to equal it out and give you noise cancelling. Now, they do boast a really high level of noise cancelling on the specifications. They say they'll give 98.5% noise reduction, and that's quite a bold statement. I mean, it's up there with the Bose, which are really, really good. And I will say, I agree with them. I've tried them in all kinds of different scenarios, and noise cancelling on these is phenomenal. Even if you just put them in, this is what I like about them, you can just put them in your ear without any music at all. You can put them both in, and you can literally have pure silence. You can have them on as without any music, without any other kind of need. You can even, you don't need to use your phone or your MP3 player. You can just put them in your ear and they will automatically go into noise cancelling mode. They come with a fantastic app which lets you adjust the noise cancelling, lets you change settings on it. It allows you to customize the equalizer. The application for these that you can put on your phone is really, really good. It shows you the battery level. So I would say overall these are really good for sleeping in bed and to shield the sound of snoring, you're probably not going to get much better than these. Now the Bose, probably just pip it a little bit because they're more passive around the ear, but they're not as comfortable. So I'll say they're maybe 10% more effective, but if your partner's not snoring that loud and it's not a really, really crazy one, these will probably give you a good night's sleep. They'll probably work. All of these have got battery life that lasts way over 7 hours, so don't worry about that. They will keep you sleeping. So far the winners are clearly the Liberty 4 NC. They're the winners. We've got some others to look at though, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons of some of the others. So another set of headphones you can buy are called Quietons, and these little beasts are really comfortable, really small, and they just pop in your ear. Let me get it the right way around. So that goes in, and then once you put it in, you twist it to lock it in, and that will then start to do its noise cancelling actively straight off the bat. You know, it will start doing it, and already I can hear it's quieter. These are very clever, and the one thing to say with these ones is the Quieton are not designed to play music at all. You cannot link them up by Bluetooth, you cannot link them up to your phone, your MP3 player. They're purely noise cancelling technology with the little microphones on, and what they do is you put them in your ear and they do their very best to give you a really quiet night's sleep, using the passive method because it's really secure in the ear canal, and using the active method with the active noise cancelling. I will say I do quite like these. And when I compared these with the Liberty though, I went and I cheated a bit. I've tried them at night, but obviously I've tried them during the day. And to try them during the day, I listened to some snoring sounds just on YouTube. I listened to snoring, and I put these in to see which ones would mask the sound more. And these were good. They're okay. They were better than just earplugs. But these, again, on noise-free mode, so in other words, without playing any music, the Liberties beat these by quite a margin. I'll probably say 25-30% more noise cancelling on these. So the Quieton for me, if you've got a bit of traffic noise, a bit of street noise, probably really good for that. Very comfortable, and you can certainly sleep in them, and you can probably lay on your side in them. Yeah, you probably can. So from that perspective, if you're trying to shield a light noise, very good. But if you're trying to shield heavy snoring or heavy noise, then you're going to need the Liberty 4s. And yeah, you can't really lay on your side in these. Now what I found you could do though is if you take one out, you can lay on your side and hope that the pillar will help stop the noise, and you've obviously got the other headphone in that side, so that would help. But yeah, so comfort wise, these are probably an 8 out of 10 because you can't really lay on your side. But if you're laying on your head on the back of your pillow, these aren't going to come into contact with anything. So these will work well just for noise cancelling and sleeping. They're pretty good. And I must admit, when I fall asleep, I generally stay in one place. I don't generally tend to turn my head. So these actually work probably the best for me, really well. So the only final ones to mention, we've talked about the Quieton, we've talked about the Bose, we've talked about the original ones. Do you remember the Soundcore Life P2s? Very good, but not active. The final ones is an interesting set of headphones. Well, they're by Soundcore again, and they're called Sleep A10s. Now these are quite an interesting little headphone because they're very similar to these in comfort and in size. They're very nice and easy to get in your ear. You can sleep in them, you can lay on your side in them, but they only use passive noise cancelling by the fact that they go into your ear really kind of snugly, and they use sound masking. In other words, they play music into your ear to kind of shield out the sound of people snoring or traffic or anything that may be distracting you when you're trying to sleep. It works quite well, to be honest with you, but again, it's nowhere near as good as the Liberty or as good as the Bose because it hasn't got active noise cancelling. What I did like about it is the app's good. The app's really good because you can hook it up to your phone and you can select different sounds. You can download river sounds, rain sounds, and you can even use it as a normal MP3 player and put your own sounds on it. So, it's good for sound masking with the music, and it's quite good for passive noise cancelling. But for me, I just think you have to have active noise cancelling as well. So I always need the three methods. I need a really good secure fit or a good cover of the ear for passive noise cancelling. I need the active noise cancelling technology, and then I probably do need to shield it with some gentle sound, maybe some rain sound, maybe some river sound or waves crashing. If I get all three, I then find I can sleep better. and that works best for me. So all things considered, the winner, if you're looking at preventing snoring, preventing noises from distracting you at night, definitely going to be the Liberty 4NC by Soundcore. These are the ones I think, you know, they're a premium quality product, really, really good. But if you just want decent noise cancelling headphones and you want the absolute pinnacle of noise cancelling headphones, then get the Bose QuietComfort 45. I mean, fantastic headphones, market leading, and sound quality wise, probably the best sound you're ever going to get on a set of headphones. Fantastic bass, lovely sound. Having said that, the Soundcore Liberty did really, really impress me with the sound quality as well. I mean, once you get them in position, the bass on these isn't far off the bass and sound quality, dare I say it, of the expensive Bose headphones. And that is a bold statement. Really impressed with these, actually, my favourite headphones. And if you do like a good bassy sound, the first ones we mentioned, you may remember, were the Life P2. These were the original Soundcore ones without the active noise cancelling, but you still get passive. Good bass on them as well, great sound, you know, really nice. So quite a lot of options there. So before we wrap up and I kind of say goodbye, I nearly forgot to add this really important tip for you all. So I'm gonna quickly get it in now. Excuse the editing. It's just really important to remember that when you're putting these in your ear, you've got different size tips for the earbuds. Make sure you experiment with the one that fits your ear canal best. There's usually 2 or 3 in each box, but try different ones and really try them, you know, put them on for a few minutes, compare them. If you haven't got an option to try it with noise, just get a YouTube video on of snoring and put it on a reasonable volume level, and then experiment with different ear tips to get the one that gives you the best sound reduction. Once you've got the best sound reduction, you're onto a winner, because if you don't put the right tip on, it will make a massive difference to how things sound. Don't forget, passive noise cancelling is one of the 3 stages to reducing that sound. Another tip as well is when you're putting them in, you normally find that once you've got them in position, you can kind of tweak them a bit to get them a little bit more secure and a little bit more sealed around the ear. Now with these ones, there's a fantastic app. These are the Soundcore Liberty 4NC, and there's an app on there on your phone, and it will show you, it will actually play a sound through the headphones to tell you if you've got these in correctly. And if you haven't got them in correctly, it will tell you need to reposition them. What you generally need to do is literally just twist them a little bit to get them in the ear properly, and then what a difference that makes. If you just put them in without really kind of paying attention to what you're doing, you won't get the correct effect. You won't get the noise reduction no matter how many times you try buying different expensive headphones. You have to get them in, and you have to give them that little twist to get that little seal and get the air out of the ear canal and lock it in place. So important that you practice and experiment with that, because once you've got that nailed down and you can do that, amazing. I remember one night I had these in and I just put them in nearly half asleep, but they're not working, and I was getting really annoyed thinking they're not working, and why are they not working? But as soon as you do the little twisty thing and secure them, you're getting 100% better sound quality. So I had to edit this into the video. I had to remind you to 2 things: make sure you experiment with different tip sizes, and make sure you really get them sealed in your ear. And if you do go for the Liberty 4NC, definitely when you first set them up, use the option on the app that allows you to ensure that you've got them in the ear correctly, because honestly that makes such a difference to the noise reduction. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling. Thanks for listening. I hope it's helped you making your decision in how to kind of avoid disruptions at night and sleep better. But for me, I think the clear winner is the Soundcore Liberty 4NC. Really nice headphones. Thanks for watching.